How's it going, guys? It's Friday, December 15th. I got you this week's Freshwater video full of some fun and exciting stuff. Let's get right into it. And because we know I can't resist cool plecos, of course I'm going to start us off this week with this absolutely awesome snowball pleco. This is one of the bigger, chunkier ones I've seen come in. Absolutely beautiful, well-patterned, gorgeous, bright white spotting all over. Absolutely love these guys. Really cool start. Speaking of some fun, charismatic little algae eaters, we've got a ton of these absolutely beautiful golden mystery snails in right now. I absolutely love mystery snails. They're a very active snail species and great at eating algae. They're also just quite personable for a snail. Still really cool. Absolutely love them. Adorable little guys. And speaking of charismatic bottom feeders, you absolutely just cannot go wrong with coolie loaches. Coolies are just one of the best fish in freshwater. I find that they're just entirely too slept on. They're small, beautiful. Each one of them has a unique pattern and color. They're active, they're interesting, and they do great in groups. I absolutely love these guys. And of course, also have a bunch of hillstream loaches in there. Another personal favorite of mine, both the reticulated and the marble hillstream. As well as you see a couple of nice little green neon tetras and a few of these really cool horse face loaches floating around. Lots of cool stuff in that thing. Alright, this one's a little more or less of an excuse to show off something new and more of an excuse to show off something cool. Those little red dots you see in the back there, those are actually eggs, which actually now I can really call them fries since they're more developed, of the beautiful Epistogramma Hoaglandsii, or Hoaglandsii. I don't know if I'll ever pronounce it right, but absolutely beautiful cichlid. Really cool to see them exhibiting those natural behaviors. Just goes to show these guys are robust, happy, and healthy. There's a big pretty male there, likely the father since he is also sticking around. Really cool stuff. Very awesome to see cool behaviors like that. Always happy to show them off. And just show off these guys in general, because man are they pretty. Speaking of another fish I absolutely love, we got a handful more of these awesome little pygmy driftwood catfish. I absolutely love these guys and their beautiful leopard patterns, their big oversized heads, and their adorable small stature. Just an all-around awesome catfish. Real cool to see a catfish that actually swims up in the water column too, doesn't just stay on the bottom. And yeah, they're real pretty. And hanging out in here with them, we've got a ton of these absolutely beautiful golden lyre-tail mollies. So if you love yourself a nice, peaceful fish that add a pop of color to your tank, can't go wrong with live bears. You got a nice variety. Also some gorgeous red moon platies in there. Real cool stuff. Another oddball species I absolutely love. The African butterfly fish is just an ever interesting, beautiful, and incredibly unique fish. Like, there's a lot of fish out there you can say are pretty unusual, pretty unique, but something is similar to them. I've just never seen anything similar to an African butterfly fish. They're just so cool, so unique. A lot about them is interesting. I absolutely love them. Real cool fish. And hanging out with them, of course. Got a couple of these real cool little Asian leaf fish. And hanging out with them, a handful of some beautiful buffalo cichlids. Love them. Real cool. More on some cool cichlids later. I lied. Later is now. Because we have a bunch of these absolutely gorgeous inkfin Calvis cichlids. Really, really pretty dark variety with a lot of pattern. Really, really nice Calvis. Absolutely love them and their goofy little faces. As well as those beautiful Helianthus cichlids. And hanging out with them, two different kinds of shell dwellers. We have the multifasciatus and the gold ocellatus. Lots of real cool stuff, but I promise even more cool cichlids to come. Staying on target here, but moving on down to South America, we have the beautiful festivum flag cichlid, as well as a gorgeous judapari. You can really see those iridescent colors coming in now. Really, really gorgeous fish. Tons of iridescence on them. And hanging out in here with them, we got a bunch of these absolutely gorgeous little banded cichlids. Another Central South American cichlid I absolutely love. Real cool stuff. Look at that little festivum. And keeping it in South America, we got a bunch of these really awesome Bolivian ram cichlids. These guys get a little bigger than their German rams that you're used to. These guys are really, really cool. Really awesome, and I love how they get those long, beautiful thread fins. You can kind of see some of it coming in on a few of these guys. Really nice trailers and red trims. Absolutely beautiful fish. I definitely think they give the German rams a run for their money. Deviating away from the cichlids for just a moment, we have this absolutely awesome arthropod in the beautiful orange and white creamsicle lobster. Living up to that adorable creamsicle name. Just a gorgeous orange and white crayfish. Really, really cool and clearly not shy. Definitely wants his 10 minutes on camera today. Absolutely beautiful. Love these guys. And speaking of awesome arthropods, I know a lot of folks have been asking for some more of those gorgeous blue velvet shrimp, and we got a nice chunk of them in right now, as well as plenty of the beautiful cherry reds, and a couple of the crystals still left. Lots and lots of real cool varieties of shrimp in right now. And before I finally get back to the two cichlid setups to end this video, I figured I'd make an adorable little pit stop over at these beautiful whitefin petras. These remind me a lot of like Serapes or Bleeding Hearts, but they're really pretty. Just nice white blush with a beautiful orange trimming and just that like silver tip to them. All around really, really pretty, and these guys look great in the school. And hanging out with them down there are some of those really cool, rare African 8-banded barbs. Still got a couple of those left too. Really, really neat stuff. Okay, I lied. 3 more cichlid setups. Technically, discus are cichlids, so 3 more. So yes, discus. We've got a nice variety. Tons of really cool pattern discus in right now. And hanging out with them, another really cool thing I really wanted to show you guys are these awesome hog-nosed catfish. These guys are basically just, if you just took a Cory but bigger. I mean, these things are huge. I got big hands, so that's a big old Cory cat. But yeah, these hog-nosed cats are real cool. If you ever wanted a Cory catfish but big, it's the perfect fish for you. Alrighty, and moving on from there, we have our African cichlid set up here. Lots of real cool variety. We've got some jeweled cichlids, some nice obliquens haps hanging around, a couple nice big mbunas, beautiful erotis, as well as the red top ice zebras. Real cool stuff. There's a little calico back there. Just tons and tons of variety. Again, another beautiful little obliquens hap. Real nice stuff all across the board. Real pretty Africans. And to wrap us up for the week, you guessed it, African cichlids. Some really nice stuff in that we got in this week. Of course, we all know I'm a huge sucker for Lake Tanganyika cichlids, so some real cool variety of stuff to see here. Starting with these awesome little guys, the Hekui shell-dwelling cichlids. Another really cool shell dweller, a little more unique than many of the others. They have a nice elongate body, which is really, really cool. And speaking of elongate body, we have some beautiful Chelinochromis. That's those beautiful bright white striped guys. And hanging out with them, one of my absolute favorites, the Tropheus dubosi. Absolutely beautiful jeweled little cichlid. I've always thought of the Tropheus cichlids as like the tangs of freshwater. They're beautiful, bold, bright, awesome algae grazing cichlids. Really, really cool, especially if you're doing a Tanganyika specific tank. Awesome fish to have. Another look at some of those Chelinochromis. Really, really cool stuff. And for those of you who stuck it out to the end, one final treat for you before I end the video. Check this guy out. That is an absolutely massive knife fish. Beautiful example of a really cool black ghost knife. Nice big pretty guy. Definitely worth coming and checking out. Awesome stuff. Don't usually see this black ghost in that big. Really, really awesome. Alrighty, I promise this time it is finally the end. I just kept getting caught up and seeing cooler and cooler stuff, and I just couldn't resist. But until next time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and any of our local customers looking for anything cool or interesting, like those big, beautiful hog-nosed catfish, feel free to email us at contact@exoticaquatic.com. Love to see if we can get it in for you. Until next time.